Hey, what's good guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are on day uno, who's counting? So of course, as you guys can see from the title, I am doing an episode review, not even a recap. I'm doing a review of episodes 1 and 2 of And Just Like That, the Sex and the City reboot. Now I would say I'm very freaking disappointed. Like I said in my previous video, Sex and the City is my top 5 favorite show of all time. I love that show. They should have just left Sex and the City the way it was. They could have did a reunion special, like maybe 2 episodes, 3 episodes, maybe 1 episode. This to me seems like a money grab. This seemed like, alright, it's the pandemic, we lost some money, we need to get some money back, so we gotta put something out. We gotta do something. And hey, what's better than a Sex and the City reboot? For the first episode, the way they wrote Samantha off was terrible. And I feel like the writers, they were just like, the acting was really for it. The writers was like, the writing, they just basically shipped her off as she's going to London, that she and Carrie got into it because a published, and after that Samantha fired her as a friend. I'm just like, what? That don't make no damn sense. She's talking to Miranda about it, and it's just like, oh well, you know, her pride and this and that. I was just like, what? Pride? That does not sound like Samantha. Like, if you guys watch the show, it don't sound nothing like a pride. So you mean to tell me because a business relationship did not work out with you and your best friend, that's it? It's like, really? They could have did some other shit. They might as well just killed off. And I felt like they was firing shots at the real Samantha Jones, the one that plays Samantha Jones, which is Kim Cattrall. I feel like they was firing shots at her just through that scene right there, where it was just like how the pride, and they tried to contact her. I'm just like, what? That was just... So it's kind of cool because Carrie, she has her own podcast now with 2 other hosts, and one of the hosts is Callie from Grey's Anatomy. And I would just say the way they made her look, like Callie from Grey's Anatomy, like, she's a very pretty female. They got her looking like a straight butch. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, she has the shaved head, the short hair and all that. She looks terrible on the show. I'm just like, what? This is a very pretty girl. Like, what? So they even make her a freaking pothead. So of course, you know, for you guys don't know, she's a Spanish girl. So I'm just like, so in the podcast, they made Carrie look like the old bitch in the crew. Like, they're talking about raunchy shit, sexual shit, and she's just feeling uncomfortable. Later on, she runs into the host, character is called Shay Diaz. They ran into her and she's just like, we need you to be more raunchy. We need you to, you know, get with the program because you're the only one there that's not really talking that. And she's saying she doesn't feel comfortable. And then she even says, oh, you need to step your pussy up. So I'm just like, this is not funny. So they even had a scene with Miranda. She has a new class. The professor is actually a black woman. And they're talking about the braids. Like, oh, I didn't know that you had braids. Like, you know, because in the picture, she didn't have braids. So it goes so awkward back and forth where she's like, so you picked me because I'm black? Like, and she's like, oh, no. It was just like a really awkward scene. Like, I was like, okay, like I can see where they're going with this. So later turns out that they both basically bisexual or lesbian. Because Miranda, of course, as you guys don't know, Miranda has her husband Steve and she has a child with Steve. So they try to make her out to be a lesbian or a bisexual in this one. So they're making the teacher out to be a bisexual. But I'm just like, okay, alright, I give you guys a pass with that one. That was okay. Miranda and Steve's son, he basically got older and he's screwing his girlfriend in the house. And she's just like, she stepped on semen barefoot. So I don't know if she said it was a condom filled with semen or semen barefoot. And she was just grossed out because she lets the girls stay over, spend the night and stuff like that. Steve has a really chill, nonchalant attitude about it. It's like, oh, it's not that serious. He's a teenager. And she's just like not really feeling it. But I'm just like, okay. So the Miranda story, I feel like is being written good. Like, it's not that bad. They killed off Mr. Biggs' character. The man has a freaking heart attack when the show is about to end. I'm just like, what? You killed him off? Like, he's basically on a treadmill. We're supposed to actually go to the Hamptons together, but she actually went to Charlotte's Daughter's musical. They went to that instead. And Mr. Biggs stayed at home, so he's working out on a bike. And he catches a heart attack afterwards. I'm like, you killed off Mr. Biggs? The part that was just so stupid and weird to me was like, he catches the heart attack, cool. She comes in the house. They're looking at each other eye to eye. He's on the floor and she's looking at him, he's looking at her. So I'm just like, ain't she gonna help him? Like what? Like, so he closes his eyes and she goes to help him and the guy is clearly still breathing. He still has life. Call 911. 911. Like, what the hell? What the hell are you gonna do? Call 911, try to give him CPR, try to help him, bring him back to life. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? The man still had life. She puts the guy on the floor. He wasn't on the floor laying up, but she ends up, when she grabs him, puts him on the floor. So it's like, what? And she cries, and the scene is so freaking stupid and fake. The acting was just so shitty. Mr. Biggs did his part, but Carrie just did a horrible freaking job. So it goes to the next episode, because it was 2 episodes in one night. And this episode is worse than the first one. I'm like, what the hell? The whole episode was dedicated to Mr. Biggs' funeral. Of course, they wrote the girl Samantha off. They talking about how she sent Mr. Biggs flowers, but she won't show up. So I'm like, okay, I guess that's not bad. They gave her some kind of dignity. But in the funeral, everybody seemed more hurt and sad than freaking Carrie did. Carrie is Mr. Biggs' wife. So I'm just like, why does everybody seem very sad and the acting for them is good, but you just seem like he died? Okay. Like, I'm just like, what kind of shit is that? Everybody seemed like sad, depressed, and she was the only one, and I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, this nigga dead. This is your husband. The ex-wife came through from Mr. Biggs. That was a little scene that was a little awkward. She was just like, oh, let bygones be bygones. That was a good part. I like the fact that they brought the ex-wife back, Che Diaz. They have her smoking weed in the freaking funeral. She gives Miranda's son a freaking hit. A hit from the weed. So I'm just like, why are they doing this to this character? Why are they making this character like like that? You already got the girl looking terrible on the show. So Miranda finds out, and Miranda goes crazy at Che Diaz, crazy at her, and she's just backing up, like, you know, being calm about it, and she's just going nuts. Like, why would you do that? Are you stupid? That's my son. Like, why would you do that? It ends off with Carrie trying to text Samantha. You see the ignored text messages that she had previously. That's how the show ends off. And I'm just like, wow, this was a real piece of shit. And another complaint I have, like, the girls age so bad. Like, the best one on the show that looks great, to tell that she aged but didn't really age that bad, was Charlotte. Charlotte took care of stuff. I would just say that these 2 episodes was straight shit. I'm trying to give it some hope, because Girlfriends, of course, when Tony left, Girlfriends, the first couple of episodes was shit. You could tell they didn't know what to do when Tony left. You could tell for the first couple of episodes. But after a couple of episodes, they was on fire. Like, I forgot about freaking Tony, honestly. So I'm trying to give this show some hope. Maybe they could pick up, because it's 10 episodes. So there's 8 episodes left. So hopefully they can pick up. So guys, thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for supporting me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as I am here every single week. And for this Vlogmas series, I am here every single day until the 25th. God is good. Everything is good. Love you guys. Thank you guys. You guys have a great one.
Got it. That's a wrap.